This is Pastor Pete Flores. Welcome to Walk It Out Wednesday. I wanted to take a moment of your time and just speak to you on where do you go from here. You know, it may seem like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and things are out of control and you just can't get ahead, and the more you do, the more it seems to hurt. I want to talk to you about a word called havoc. Havoc, when it's wreaked upon your life, you know, how do I react to this? Where does it take me? You know, in Acts chapter 8, verse 3, it said that Saul wreaked havoc upon the church. We see this happen in our churches and in our families, that the job of the enemy is to wreak havoc. John 10:10 says he comes to rob, steal, and destroy. He's good at doing his job. He's good at wreaking havoc. But how do we react? Where does it take us when we're pressed the most? What do we say and what do we do? And do we change our message? Does it go from hope to help? Well, the next verse is very key in what happens at the church, because if we don't react the right way, it almost seems like all of this can be for nothing. And not only that, but those that are worse off than you are don't get to see the hope of Christ. It says in verse 4 that as those that were scattered by the havoc that was wreaked in their lives, they said, if I'm going to go, I'm going to preach the gospel wherever I go. I believe if this circumstance is pushing me over in this direction, I'm going to use it for God's glory. Think about that. We're about to embark on a 10-week partnership with the Ridge Project, and we're going to have men in here that are going to be rehabilitated, and they're at that place where they could either take that label that is upon them, that havoc that has been put in their lives, and hunker down and live in the valley of death. Or be much like David. And David said, I'm only here for a season. I'm only in this valley for a season. I'm only in this havoc, this turmoil for a season. And where I'm going, God has taken me. And if God has taken me, I'm taking His word. It says that they went to preach the word all over, wherever they were at. Their havoc took them to a different location, then that meant this is where we set up ministry. Think of where you're at right now in life. If it's somewhere you thought you would never be, what the enemy meant for evil, God's going to use for good. Take that havoc and turn it into hope. Because with God, we can do all things. Pastor Pete Flores, Walk It Out.